Welcome to the Solution Finders. My name is Una Marzorati, and I am an artist. I sign my art with the name Una Marz. Here you can see some of them. They are made of origami. I had the idea for a podcast called The Solution Finders. Why did I have this idea? Because in the world we see a lot of problems, and we need problem solvers, but the focus doesn't have to stay on the problems. We need to focus on the solutions. The idea for this title, The Solution Finders, came to me in 2018. These notes I have from 2018. So actually the first idea was, I was working as a video editor. So my manager would say that I was a problem solver. Someone in the senior management did a talk in front of the whole company and said, I always tell my kids, bring me solutions, not problems. So at that point I thought, okay, so a problem solver can be called a solution finder instead. And then another quote from Einstein is, and I think it's a very famous one, you cannot solve a problem with the same mind that created it. With another wording, that is, we cannot solve our problems with the same level of thinking that created them. And for me, that's similar to say we have to focus on the solution and not the problem. And something that comes to mind to explain this is when we are driving. If we are driving and, for example, on our left there is an accident, and we look at it, we tend to drive towards it. So there's a problem at our left. If we look at it, we go towards it. But actually what we are supposed to do is continue on our path. Another quote I found is by Betty Williams, and she says, there's no use talking about the problem unless you talk about the solution. Another quote is from Mother Theresa. We do not need guns and bombs to bring peace. We need love and compassion. And this reminds me of a story I've heard about Mother Teresa, that she was asked to go on a walk against war. And she said no, because she wouldn't go to something against the war, where the focus is on war. She would go to a walk for peace. And actually this goes to the subconscious mind. Like our subconscious mind is like children, and it does understand the against, not the negation. So if we say we are against war, for example, we don't want war, you say that to a child, they just understand war, or some instructions parents or teachers can give to a small child. Don't do that. Don't scream. They don't understand don't. They just understand scream. And actually the focus is that. The focus is in the perceived problem by the adult. So actually the subconscious mind is the same. So if we say, I am against war, the subconscious mind just understands the word war. And my intention for this podcast is to bring in topics and people who talk about solutions for ourselves and for the world. That's another thing I learned with the work I did personally to change my mindset and change my life, is that when we start with ourselves, then we can change the things around us. So changing, finding a solution for our life is good for the world, because when we change ourselves for the better, we change the people around us, we change our community, we change our country, and it expands, it ripples up. And today I'm wearing this sweater I have. I show you what's written on it. It's called "Where Dreamers Become Doers." I bought it in 2019, and I was feeling kind of stuck. And so I found this because I did have lots of dreams, and I wanted to make them happen. But I had lots of blocks. And I found out that my blocks were in the subconscious mind, in trauma, in programming, in subconscious beliefs that were limiting me. And so I found help in different ways. So I'm going to bring some of the people who helped me, and I want to communicate, to give the information to you. So if you think it can be useful for you, you can use it to make your life better. And I'm starting with the things that helped me personally. For example, PSYCH-K helped me to change my subconscious limiting beliefs. And so I will have an interview with Cassie there, who is a PSYCH-K instructor in the UK. I was her student in the PSYCH-K courses, and that really helped me personally. I think it's a great tool for us to overcome some of the things that block us in our life. Another great interview I had is with Patty Brick, talking about our spiritual practice and how accountability and community and being communicating, give the information of what works for us can be very good. And Patty has a YouTube channel in which she shares her own meditation and a spiritual practice every day. And other topics I would like to talk about are lucid dreaming, loss, and how we can go forward after loss. And then I am a origami artist. I'm very interested in paper and different types of paper. And I am very interested in nature and conservation of nature, sustainability. I am going to talk about what I'm passionate about and the solutions I found in my own life or I am interested about. And I hope you will find it interesting and you will find this information useful for yourself and for your own life or for the people around you. So I see you soon with new episodes. Bye. Thank you for listening.